as we count down with less than 10 seconds to go. Welcome to the Xavier University of Louisiana Convocation Center. If you weren't watching earlier, I am your student broadcaster, Zora Thomas, and I'm going to be doing the play-by-play commentary for this evening. Thank you for tuning in if you are watching here online on this broadcast. We get ready to kick off. Our Gold Rush are going to be playing off against the LSU-Alexandria Generals. We have our golden sound playing so beautifully for us, sounding golden here in the Convocation Center. Our starlets, our dance team is here, as well as our Xavier cheerleaders. Happy New Year. So we got our first game in the Convocation Center since the school week had started. As we get ready to kick off this match, gonna start having the lineups come in. LSU is getting prepped for your starting five. TJ Jones, the graduate student from Opelousas, Louisiana, the 5'8" guard, is your current Red River Athletic Player of the Week. Starting with your lineups this evening, coming the Generals, number 2, J.D. Allen, the 6'2" senior from Brookhaven, Mississippi at guard. Number 4, Cashy Nat, 6'3" junior from Louisiana. Number 10, Isaiah Howard, the 6'2" freshman for Seattle, Washington, the guard. Number 12, Grant Kemp, the 5'10" guard, sophomore from Madisonville, Louisiana. And number 23, J.T. Curry, 6'7" sophomore from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Demario Jackson is the first season head coach this evening for the Generals. Dwayne Harmason and Alyssa Harmason are going to be your assistant coaches for this evening. You hear the clapping on the Gold Rush's side of the court as we get to start the lineup for the home team. Starting off, they're getting ready. Gold Rush are coming into this game with a 9-2 record overall, 5-1 in the Red River Athletic Conference. LSUA Generals are 6-5, but 4-2 in Red River Athletic Conference play. For your starting lineup for the Xavier Rush. Starting number 5, Jeremy Lindsay. Here comes TJ Jones, the graduate student, the guard. TJ Jones, such a key player on this team. Great leader, great scorer, very strong coming to this game. Always very key when it comes to the offense, when it comes to the Gold Rush. He's 4th at Xavier with 485 career assists. Jones, again, is also the Red River Athletic Conference player for this week. Corey Wells, number 13, forward, 6'7", the senior coming from Murphy, Texas, is here. Jaquan Ewing, the 6'9" junior from Clarksville, Tennessee. He's a transfer coming in from Southern University, playing on the team. Already has played in 2 games this season and had 30 minutes. Getting ready to start off. Also, you have for the line Lance Williams, number 23, the 6'1" junior guard from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Now as we get ready to start off the Gold Rush, ending the huddle, they come out to the floor now to meet the LSUA Generals. Again, your Gold Rush lineup for this evening: Lance Williams, Jaquan Ewing, Corey Wells, Jeremy Lindsay, and T.J. Jones. Jaquan Ewing now in the matchup against Cashy Nat. Already have an off tip-off. Try to get up. Ball goes into the possession of number 12, Grant Kemp. Passing it over to number 4, Cashy Nat. Shifts it over to Howard. Puts it up. Off the rim. Ewing able to get the rebound as T.J. Jones takes it back down the court. Being defended by Isaiah Howard. T.J. Jones crossing over, trying to get around. Trying to get open. Goes around off his foot, goes over to Jeremy Lindsay. Jeremy driving in the lane, gets fouled by number 23, J.T. Curry.
And the foul goes against number 23 of the Generals, J.T. Curry, his first team foul.
Jeremy Lindsay now at the line to shoot for 2.
Number 5, Jeremy Lindsay, 2 shots.
First shot off the rim. Second shot goes in. First point going to the Gold Rush. Kemp matched up against Jones. Ball goes over to Howard. Pass back out to Kemp. Passed around to J.D. Allen, who whips it back over to Nat, who shoots for 3 off the rim. Ewing able to get the rebound, passing it over to Lance Williams. Williams driving, puts the ball up off the rim. Ewing tries to tap it back in. Williams able to get the rebound. Williams passing it over to Corey Wells. Corey Wells driving, puts it up, gets fouled hard as he hits the ground.
It's against the Generals.
Tries to drive inside. Holding on to his left hand, either his wrist or his elbow.
His second personal. Team foul number 2.
Wells holding on to his wrist.
Shooting at the line for the Gold Rush. Number 13, Corey Wells. He'll have 2 shots.
Wells being able to shoot for 2. Shot goes off the rim.
For the Generals.
Number 3, Jordan Dismond.
Wells with 1 more shot.
Shot goes in for Wells. Still trying to shake out his hand after that last play. Ball goes right over. Lindsay with the block. Ball is able to be turned over. Gold Rush trying to go inside. Turned back over to J.D. Allen. Great job. Great block by Jeremy Lindsay. Shot taken. 3 made by Cashy Nat.
Number 4, Nat.
LSU now up by 1. Shot short. Allen putting it back in. Kemp with the ball. Shot made again by Nat. Goes high off the rim. Ewing is able to get the rebound for the Gold Rush. Rush are coming to this game with a 3-game win streak. Last game being against Our Lady of the Lake. Lindsay able to roll it in with the layup. Allen tries to return it with a jump shot.
Basket number 2.
Back.
Generals.
J.D. Allen able to get the 2-pointer. Lindsay trying to go around. Gets tipped away.
Out of bounds.
Isaiah Howard trying to chase it down, puts it back in, but out of bounds as it goes back over to the Gold Rush. Lindsay in the corner shooting for three. Off the rim, but foul gets called. J.D. Allen gets his first foul. Jathan Ross, number 21, is looking to check in at the table for the Gold Rush. Jathan Ross holds the three-point record for the Gold Rush.
Jeremy Lindsay.
Lindsay able to put the shot in. Second shot goes in by Jeremy Lindsay. Jathan Ross now coming in for Lance Williams.
Lindsay with one more shot.
Three for three for Jeremy Lindsay at the line. Kemp for the Generals now taking the ball in. Passed over to Nat. Blocked by Corey Wells. Nat able to get his own rebound. Allen takes a shot off the rim. Dunked in by Dishman. TJ Jones controlling the floor. TJ Jones wide open. Tries to drive inside, goes around, stops. Passes back out to Jones. Tries to go inside to Wells. Ewing trying to dive to the floor to get the ball back. Howard able to keep the ball for the Generals. Allen passing it over to Dishman. Goes back to Kemp. Double teamed. Jathan Ross able to get the steal. Corey Wells passing it over to TJ Jones. Ewing slows it down, tries to pass it over to Lindsay with the hard pass. Wells tries to spin around, fades. Not able to put the shot in, gets rebound. LSU almost losing it as Kemp gets his eyes off the ball. Pass outside to Dishman. Allen getting chased by Jeremy Lindsay. Offensive foul now called on the Generals. Subs coming in. Number 4, Corey Dunning, and number 23, Lance Williams, now coming in for the Gold Rush.
Number 4, Corey Dunning.
Number 5 coming. Number 25, Keon Greer, now coming in. Lance Williams. Lindsay open for three. Banks it in. Three for Jeremy Lindsay. Number 11, Jason Perry. Inside. Jathan Ross caught on the foul.
The foul is against the Gold Rush. Foul goes against the Gold Rush. Number 21, Jay Ross is first. Team foul, number 1.
Shot taken by Greer. Second shot goes in. LSU now down by 1 score, 10-9. Williams trying to find Ross. Goes inside to Wells. Almost gets the ball stripped away. Goes outside to Lindsay, who shoots for three again. Off the rim. Almost gets rebounded. Goes back into the hands of the Generals. Generals trying to slow it down. Trying to get something in play. Going around Corey Wells. Gets tapped away by Corey Dunning. Goes back into the hands of the Gold Rush. Jeremy Lindsay goes up and slams it in. Jeremy Lindsay has started off this game hot. Followed by a three for Jason Perry. Timeout been called by the Gold Rush head coach, Coach A.J. Williams, in his 14th season here at Xavier. Calls the timeout. Is it going to the timeout? Score 12-12. Just in the beginning of this match, first timeout called. Gold Rush inbound the ball. Corey Wells passing it over to Lance Williams. Wells back over to Lindsay. Wells open, takes a shot. Jump shot goes back out. Howard gets blocked by Ross, but able to get the ball back. Goes up, tips it away. Jathan Ross gives it back over to Allen. Gets blocked by Wells. Corey Dunning with the rebound, trying to keep hold of the ball. Diving to the floor, passing it back out to Lance Williams. Wells passing it over to Lindsay. Driving inside, gets fouled as he drives to go to the paint.
Foul goes against number 2, J.D. Allen, his second personal.
J.D. Allen, that second foul. 2 subs in. Dishman and Kemp now in the game for the Generals. Jathan Ross shooting for 3, banks it. Holds the school record for a reason when Jathan Ross gets a hot hand in the 3-point. Good things come up for the Gold Rush. Inside being defended by Corey Dunning. Dishman able to get it inside. Xavier up by 1, score 15-14. Gold Rush, 2 of them checking in at the table. Lindsay driving, goes up and in. Kemp, sophomore guard, pulled up. Rebound taken by Corey Wells as Isaiah Howard tried to take the shot. Lindsay goes inside to Dunning, who pushes it back out, but it's tipped away by the Generals.
Gold Rush ball. Subs are in for your Gold Rush. Chris Ward, number 20.
Chris Ward and T.J. Jones back into the game. And number 21, Terrence James, 6'5" freshman guard from Gibbsland, Louisiana, now coming in for the Generals. Inbound to Chris Ward. Passing it over to TJ Jones. Jones trying to drive around. Being defended by Howard. Pushes it over to Wells. Bounces off his hands. Possession goes over to the Generals. Kemp trying to get around, immediately faced by Corey Wells. Lance Williams.
Foul on the play.
Foul called.
And the foul goes against the
Number 20, Chris Ward.
Chris Ward's first personal.
His first foul.
Team foul number 2.
Sub coming in. Jeremy Lindsay coming in for Corey Wells.
Generals ball.
Howard now inbounding for the Generals. Able to get it over to number 21, Terrence James. Airballs it. Chris Ward inbounding it to TJ Jones. Jones passing it over to Lindsay, getting defended by Terrence James. Ward passing it back out to Lindsay. Passes inside to Ward, who puts it up. Not able to get it. James able to get the rebound for the Generals. Driving back down the court is Isaiah Howard. Pass over, shooting for three. Rolls off the rim. Ball goes back over to the Generals. Number 0, 6'3" junior guard Tracy Steele. And Jaquan Ewing. And Corey Wells now coming in for the Gold Rush. As Kemp is looking to inball the Kemp going to inbound for the Generals. Tight defense. Corey Wells playing on Nat. Nat gets around. Not able to get it in. Wells able to get the rebound. Passes it over to Lindsay, who goes around. Gets called on the charge.
Offensive foul on the play against the Gold Rush. That foul goes against number 5, Jeremy Lindsay. His first personal.
Jeremy gets his first foul. Already has 13 points coming into the game. Scoring 13 of the Gold Rush's 17 in this first half. Lindsay is very explosive coming out of this game. Wells defending that. Passes back out to Dishman. Kemp now getting matched up against Jones. Steele trying to stay tight. Blocked by Ewing. Ball goes over to Tracy Steele. Passes to the corner. Jeremy Lindsay for three. Off the rim. Generals get a rebound. Kemp has the ball, not able to go anywhere. Passes it over to James. Back out to Perry, who goes inside and gets around and lays it in. Great movement by Perry to get the score. Closing the gap within one, score now 17-16. Xavier in the lead. TJ Jones. Almost picked away by Perry. Lindsay not able to go in. Jones shoots for three. Banks it in. TJ Jones for three. Xavier now up by 4. Score 20-16. Ewing trying to double team. Man gets left open for the Generals. Foul gets called.
And the foul goes against the goal
Number
rush.
12.
Number 12. Ewing, his first personal.
Ewing gets his
Number
first
4.
foul.
Subs are in. Lance Williams returns for your gold rush.
Lance Williams now coming back in for the gold rush. Perry puts it up, not able to get it in. Rebounded by Jeremy Lindsay. Corey Wells now driving. Trying to get around Kemp. Steps. Blocking foul made.
It's against the Generals. That foul is assessed against number 11, Perry. His first personal, team foul number 6.
Foul against Jason Perry.
Shooting at the line for your goal
Corey
rush.
Wells gets to shoot for 2.
Will be Corey Wells.
First one goes in. 2 for 2 for Corey Wells. He now has 3 points. Goes up. Corey Wells playing great defense. Goes back over to Perry, though. Generals are able to keep the ball in. Wanted the travel to be called. Score is still made
Basket by number 25.
by number 25, Keon Greer.
Foul on the play. And the foul goes against number 12, Kemp. His
Foul
first
goes
personal.
against
Team foul.
Grant
Number
Kemp,
7.
number 12, his first foul of the match. Ball goes to the gold rush.
Shooting 1 and 1 at the line for your gold rush. Number 5, Jeremy Lindsay.
Jeremy Lindsay now at the line, shooting for 2. First one goes in. Lindsay has played in all 11 games this season, having 287 minutes. Kemp coming back in, passes it over to Howard. Gets double team. Perry comes out of nowhere, gets past the Gold Rush's defenses and lays it in. Ewing passes it out to Wells. Lindsay tries to cross pass. Jones pulls up for 2. Bounces off the rim as it gets rebounded by number 25 of the Generals. Kemp gets the ball. Shot taken. Bounces off the rim. Corey Wells is able to get the rebound. Lindsay, blocking foul called by the Generals.
It's against the Generals. And the foul goes against number 4, Nat, his second personal, team foul number 8.
Foul goes against number 4, Nat.
James. It'll be a 2-shot foul.
Terrence James now checking in for Nat as he makes his second
Jeremy
foul.
Lindsay at the line.
Lindsay, this is the free throw. Go back on defense. Howard, the ball passing it back over. Kemp defended by Lance Williams. Perry shoots for 3. Bounces out the rim. Ewing gets the rebound. Over to TJ Jones, passing out to Lance Williams. Drives inside, tries to go up. Gets blocked, goes back out TJ Jones. Corey Wells in the corner. Tries to go around, tries to spin, steps back. Tries to shoot for two. Just misses, it bounces off the rim. Shot taken by Howard. Doesn't get it, but they get the rebound. Howard has the ball again. Passes it over to James. Stripped away by Jeremy Lindsay. Lindsay driving inside. Tries to lays it in. Gets stuck in the basket. Number 4, Corey Dunning. 6'9" forward, senior coming in. And Jathan Ross, number 21, 6'1" guard from Bossier City. Inbounded by TJ Jones to Corey Dunning. Dunning passing it off back over to Jones. Jones driving inside, lays it up, floats it in. 4-2. Xavier still up by 6 with the score 26-20. Kemp getting double teamed by Williams and Dunning. Ball gets over to Howard, who passes it back out to Perry, who gets to shoot. Open net, doesn't get it in. Pass it over. Number 25, Keon, is able to get it in for the Generals. TJ Jones trying to get around. Passes it over to Corey Wells. Back over to Jones as he shoots for 3. Off the rim. Jones able to get the rebound. Ball goes up. Grant Kemp is limping. Refs blow the whistle to stop the play, seeing that Kemp had an injury. Gold Rush bench not happy. TJ Jones was able to hit the ball back. Inbounded, has the ball again. Defended by 0, Xavier Smith. Jones trying to cross and get around, goes inside to Corey Dunning.
Offensive foul on the play.
Offensive foul called against Corey Dunning. So the ball goes back over to the Generals.
Foul goes against number 4, Corey Dunning's first. Team foul number 5.
Ball inbounded. Xavier Smith takes it. Ball passed over to Perry. Allen defended by Wells, trying to find it open. Perry passing it over. Allen passes it over to Perry, gets double teamed, shoots still, airballs it, picked up by Allen, and puts it in. LSU-A now within 2 with the score 26-24. Xavier's already in bonus. Pass behind the back to Corey Wells. Jathan Ross taking a 3. Bounces off the rim as Perry is able to get the rebound. Allen trying to get around Wells. Tightly defended. Tries to take the shot on Jones. Xavier gets the rebound. Wells passes it out to Dunning. Over to Williams. Crosses around, pulls up for 2. And rolls it in. Rolls around in the rim, lands in. Smith Passes it over to Allen. Pass over. Smith gets open. Gets stolen away by TJ Jones. Pass it over to Lance William. Tries to cross and get past them. Goes back out to TJ Jones, who shoots for three. Off the rim. Generals get the rebound. Rolled over to James. Smith passes it back over. Allen shoots up. 6 on the clock. Bounces out. Generals are able to get the steal. Goes back in. Gets blocked. Foul gets taken. Corey Dunning gets his second foul.
And the foul goes against the Gold Rush, number 4, Corey Dunning. His second personal, team foul number 6.
J.D. Allen now at the line to shoot.
Shooting at the line for the Generals, number 2, J.D. Allen.
Shot goes in. 3 subs are in for the Gold Rush. Number 32, DJ Morgan. Jeremy Lindsay now coming back. And number 12, Jaquan Ewing.
Jaquan Ewing also with the line of foul for the Gold Rush.
Shot goes in.
Subs are in for the
2 subs now for the Generals. Grant Kemp is coming back in.
number 12, Kemp.
And Emmanuel Luzardo.
Luzardo.
Williams getting defended. Almost getting triple team now. Has to go back up top. Pass it over to Jathan Ross. Ross. Pass it over to Ewing, who's getting defended. Gets fouled by James.
And the foul goes against the Generals, number 21. James, his first. Team foul number 9. Shooting at the line for your Gold Rush. Be number 12.
Ewing now shoots at the line.
Ewing.
Both teams now are in bonus for their fouls.
One shot.
Second shot bounces in.
Sub is in.
J.D. Allen now coming in again for the Generals. And Corey Wells now subbing in.
Gold Rush, Corey Wells.
Inbounded to Howard. Back out to Kemp. Tries to go past, passes it inside. Luzardo gets fouled.
And the foul goes against the Gold Rush. Number 13, Corey Wells, his first. Team foul number 8. Correction, that's 7 team fouls.
First shot goes out. Terrence James now coming back in for the Generals. In this series of LSUA versus the Gold Rush, LSUA leads 7-3 overall and 3-2 in the Convocation Center. However, Xavier has won the last 3 meetings, and they're actually going to battle again on February 8th. In the last season, when LSUA had faced off against each other, playing them on January 3rd in Alexandria, Xavier had won 77-62, with Tracy Steele having a high of 16 points for Xavier. And then January 26th of 2023 last season, here in the Convocation Center, Xavier also won that match 64-51, where Xavier Reeves, who now serves as one of the graduate assistants for the team, had scored 18 points. Offensive foul gets called on DJ Morgan.
And the foul goes against number 32, T.J. Morgan. His first team foul. Number 8.
Subs now come in. J.D. Allen now inbounds the ball. Isaiah Howard now taking it across the court. Gets defended by T.J. Jones, trying to get around, goes off one leg. Rebound by the Gold Rush. Lindsay driving. Oh, Lance Williams, excuse me. Lance Williams was charging down the floor, trying to get the lay-in. Foul gets called against him.
Foul is against number 25 of the Generals. His first team foul, number 10. At the line for your Gold Rush, Lance Williams.
LSUA now has 10 fouls. 10 team fouls. Williams makes the first shot. .30 seconds to go in this first half. Xavier leading by 5. LSUA playing a hard matchup. Shoots for 3. J.D. Allen now has 6 points. 9 points. Ewing, pass over to Wells. 10 seconds to go. Have to make this last score before they go into the half. Jones with 5 seconds to go. Drives it inside. Too strong of a pass off of Ewing's hands. Generals get 2 seconds on the clock to make their final score. Down by 2. Puts it up. Too strong. Misses the basket. That's the end of the half, with the Xavier Gold Rush leading 32-30. Jeremy Lindsay is leading the team with 15 points. TJ Jones following with 5. JD Allen has 9 points, shooting 1 for 2 at the three-point line. And Jason Perry having 7 points following up. as the clock winds down before we kick off this second half. Jeremy Lindsay currently has 15 points for the match. He scored 11 points in the first 7 minutes of this game. If you missed it, had a hot hand driving down the court. Great shots. For LSUA, J.D. Allen is leading his team with 9 points, followed by Cashy Nat with 3. Jason Perry also has 7. Inbounded, Isaiah Howard is going to get the ball. Passed over to Allen. Passes it back out to number 23, J.T. Curry. Airballs it. T.J. Jones. Offensive foul gets called against Ewing. T.J. Jones. Talking to his teammate. Both teams high with the fouls right now. LSUA had 10 fouls. Xavier now with 9 team fouls going into the second half. Stripped away by Jeremy Lindsay. Pushing foul on J.D. Allen. As Jeremy Lindsay gets the steal.
Number 2, Allen, his 3rd personal team foul. Number 1.
Jones pass it over to Wells, who passes it back out to Lindsay. Ewing fighting on the inside, tried to get open. Foul called again on J.T. Curry.
It's a holding foul. It's against number 23 of the Generals, Curry. That'll be his 3rd personal team foul, number 2.
Curry now gets subbed out by Dishman.
Dishman now in the lineup.
Ewing gets the ball inbounded. Wells trying to get open. Pass it out to Jones. Ewing trying to get around. Defended heavily by Dishman. Whips it out to Lindsay, who shoots for 3. Another 3 for Jeremy Lindsay. Drives inside. Almost able to lay it in. Rush get the rebound. Lindsay goes up. Should have. Don't call the foul. T.J. Jones gets the assist. Timeout gets called. Gold Rush bench not happy that Lindsay did not get called for that foul as he was knocked down, laying the ball up. Xavier now leading 37-30. Shooting 81%, 13 of 16 from the free throw line. And LSUA shooting 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Ball inbounded by Cashy Nat. Over to Isaiah Howard. Howard gets the ball back from Kemp. Back over to Kemp. Trying to pass it back and forth. Xavier being very thorough with defense, but still able to float it in.
Basket by number 4.
Nat able to get a score. Nat also leads the Red River Athletic Conference with 10.5 rebounds per game. And his teammate J.D. Allen is number 2 in the conference with 17.7 points per game. Lance Williams shoots for a 3 and banks it. 3 for 23. Lance Williams trying to play tight defense on Howard. Howard passes out to Kemp. Ten seconds on the clock. Howard can't get around. Gets double team. Turns it over to TJ Jones. Goes out to Lindsay. Shoots for 3. Banks it. Jeremy Lindsay is having an amazing game for the Gold Rush. Kemp with the possession for the Generals. Pass it over to Dishman. Dishman trying to get past Ewing. Ewing trying to stay strong on the inside as Dishman tries to push his way through. Foul gets called.
It's against the Gold Rush. Foul goes against number 12. Jaquan Ewing, his 3rd personal. 2nd team foul.
Ewing with his 3rd foul.
Shooting at the line for the Generals will be number 3, Dishman. 2 shots.
Dishman now shooting for the Generals. Bounces off the back of the rim. 2 subs now coming in. J.D. Allen now coming in for the LSU Generals. Corey Dunning also now coming in for the Gold Rush.
One more shot.
Second shot goes in. Inbounded. TJ Jones going to take control as he goes up the court. Whips it over to Lindsay. Pump fakes. Tries to get around. Pushes it back out to Wells, who goes inside. Trying to go around the hoop. Goes in. Goes off the hands of the Gold Rush and goes over to the Generals. Xavier now up by 10 with a score of 43-33. Perry now has the ball. Pass it back over to Perry. Trying to get around. Falls over to the floor. Passes back over to Nat. Foul gets called.
Fouls against the Gold Rush.
Number 11, TJ Jones.
TJ Jones, his 1st personal.
It's his 1st foul of the game.
Shooting at the line for the Generals will be number 4, Nat. You have 2 shots.
Nat of the LSU Generals is shooting. Makes the first one.
One shot.
Second shot goes in. 2 for 2. Pass it over to Williams. Williams almost open. Pulls up for 3. Banks it and 1. Gets fouled by Jason Perry. Lance Williams will now go to the line to shoot. Xavier up by 11. Xavier now up by 11. Nat able to get the rebound. Lance defending Kemp hard. Nat gets the ball back, leaves Perry open, shoots for three, goes off the rim. Goes over the back of TJ Jones, who still manages to get the ball. Lance Williams drives up, almost gets blocked. Three Generals fall to the floor. They fall to the floor. Ball gets called against Corey Dunning as he gets. That was interesting. LSUA getting very aggressive as Williams was driving in the paint. Generals get the ball. Nat gonna inbound it. Nat passing it over to Allen. Steal by Lindsay, goes up, lays it in. Jeremy Lindsay is having an amazing game. Now has 25 points. Nat now drives, gets fouled as Corey Wells tries to go up for the block. Jeremy Lindsay is 8 for 11 in field goals and 3 for 5, hitting 3 3-pointers.
Team foul number 5. Nat shooting in the line.
Nat now shooting. Nat shoots again, bounces in. Xavier still up by 11 with the score 48-37. Passes the ball over to Jones. Trying to get past Allen. Pulls up for two, off the rim. J.C. Curry with the ball, passing it over to Howard, who stops, has to pass it back over to Curry, who goes up and in. Timeout gets called as Nat then lays it in. Generals now take a timeout as Xavier leads by 9. Corey Wells goes off the hands of Isaiah Howard, goes back into the Gold Rush possession. Lindsay trying to inbound it to Wells. Foul gets called. Sub now coming in, number 21, Terrence James. coming in for LSUA. Passed over to Corey Wells, who goes up and in. Great pass by Jeremy Lindsay for the assist to Corey Wells. Xavier now up by 11. Being double teamed by Dunning and Jones. Curry passes it out, goes too far. Backcourt violation called. Gold rush. Number 33, Caleb Huggins, the 6'5" forward sophomore from Zachary, Louisiana, now coming in for Corey Dunning. Lindsay inbounds it. Williams now has the ball, passing it over to Wells, who gets double teamed. Lance Williams shooting for three and banks it. Lance Williams with the three. Left open, Terrence James also makes the three, answering back to the Gold Rush. Lance Williams now fades away with another shot. Goes back. Back-to-back scoring for him. Caleb Huggins now trying to play tight defense on Curry. Loses the ball. Tips it away. Lindsay pushes it back in. Corey Wells driving to go inside. Steps. Gets fouled as he tries to drive to the bucket. Isaiah Howard gets the foul against Corey Wells as he now shoots for two at the line. Xavier up by 13 in this second half. More than enough time to go with 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Corey Wells makes his first shot. Two subs now coming in. Nat and Dishman now coming in for the Generals.
Jeremy Lindsay returns into the lineup for your Gold Rush. It's a foul play against the Gold Rush, number 33, Caleb Huggins first.
Foul against Caleb Huggins as the Gold Rush take a timeout, leading by 15 here in the second half, 57-42. Ball is inbounded by Nat. Taken by Isaiah Howard. Howard trying to find an open man, passes it over to Allen. Shoots for three. Off the rim. Foul gets called against the Gold Rush.
And the foul
Caleb Huggins gets his second foul.
Number 33, that's Huggins' second personal. Team
Caleb
foul number
Huggins.
7.
Dishman now at the line to shoot. The 6'8" forward junior. Makes the shot. Shot bounces out. Lance Williams gets the rebound. TJ Jones getting defended tight by Howard. Williams in the corner. Pulls up for two. Banks it in.
Williams for 2.
Nat now trying to get past Wells. Pulls back for 3. Off the rim. Huggins is able to get the rebound. Passes it over to Howard. To TJ Jones. Williams with the ball. Trying to get past Allen. Try to cross over. Almost able to get past Allen. Shot goes up. Bounces out the rim as Allen is able to get the defensive rebound. Passes it over to Isaiah Howard. Howard drives inside. Goes over Huggins to able to get the layup. It's a great drive by Howard. Xavier still in the lead by 14, score of 59-45. Jones driving, goes up. Too strong as it goes out. Dishman now with the rebound. Passing it over to Howard. Howard to Nat, to Allen, who's in the corner shooting for 3. Rolls off the rim. Lindsay passing it over to Jones. Lays it up. Almost gets blocked, but gets called on the foul.
The foul goes against the Generals, number 10.
Corey Dunning looking to check in at the table for the Gold Rush.
Personal foul
And Grant Kemp also looking to come in for the LSU Generals.
at the line for your Gold Rush, number 11.
And the bonus is TJ Jones gets to shoot. Misses the first shot. Jaquan Ewing coming in.
Jaquan Ewing returns.
And Corey Dunning also coming in for the Gold Rush. Oh, excuse me, just Corey Dunning now coming in for the Gold Rush. Jathan Ross also at the table to check in. TJ Jones makes his second shot. Ross now coming in for Jones. Howard trying to cross past Williams. Almost able to get him off him. Allen gets double teamed. Ross now trying to stay on Kemp.
Against the Gold Rush.
A foul.
Foul goes against number 4, Corey Dunning.
Foul gets called
Personal foul
against
and
Corey
team
Dunning.
foul, number 8.
Now his 4th.
Dishman shooting. Ewing back in line for the Gold Rush.
Jaquan Ewing now coming in. Dishman shooting at the line for the Generals. Bounces out. Ewing with the rebound. Ewing passes it over to Lindsay. Lindsay trying to drive to go on the inside. Hits the floor. Ewing puts it back in. Passes it over. Dishman trying to go inside. Muscles his way through. Gets fouled by Corey Wells.
Foul the play. The foul goes against the gold rush. Number 13, Corey Wells. That'll be his third personal.
Third foul for Corey Wells.
At the line for the Generals is Dishman.
Dishman at the line. Shot goes in. Sub coming in. Dishman now getting ready to take his second shot. Inbounding it. Williams pass it over to Wells. Goes back to Williams. Drives inside. Goes to the corner to Ross. Called him out on the line.
Out of bounds.
Called his foot. Is out of bounds.
Sub is in number 23 for the Generals, J.T. Curry.
J.T. Curry now coming in for the LSU Generals. It's Grant Kemp inbounds the ball. It's Isaiah Howard. Pull back, almost makes it, bounces off the rim, goes off the hands of J.T. Curry. J.D. Allen misses his three. Xavier up by 16 in the second half. Jones back in the game. Wells gets the ball back, almost goes far, tries to spin around, pushes up, floats into two, getting past Nat. Steps back, Isaiah Howard off the rim. Nat able to get the rebound, goes back up, misses again. Jump ball gets called. Cedric Curry tries to get the ball out of Corey Wells' hands. Jump ball gets called, goes to Gold Rush possession. Jason Perry now checking in for the Generals. Wells inbounds it to Jones, getting defended. Isaiah Howard. Jones trying to get by. Howard sticking to him. Wells trying to create some space for Jones as he tries to float it in. Ball goes back to the Gold Rush.
Sub is in for the Generals, number 12. Kemp. Jeremy Lindsay returns for your Gold Rush.
It's a pepperoni.
Ball gets inbounded. Ewing takes the pass. Lance Williams with the ball. Pulls up for two. Off the rim. Ross able to get the ball back. Lindsay loses the ball, gets it tapped away by Jason Perry. Goes up to Nat. Nat lays it in. Gold Rush still knocks away again. Allen able to get the steal. Coach Williams not happy with the back-to-back scores for the Generals. Now they close it. Gold Rush still in the lead by 14. So, as the Gold Rush take a timeout. Possession for the Gold Rush. LSUA trying to fight to stay in this game, trying to get the steals. Kemp guarding strongly on TJ Jones. He passed it over to Ewing. Almost gets knocked away as Lindsay tries to pass it over to Wells. Williams goes up, gets called up for a foul as he goes up to score.
The Generals, number 11, Perry. His third personal, team foul number 7.
Jason Perry gets called for his third foul.
Two-shot foul for your Gold Rush.
Now Lance Williams gets to go to the line to shoot for two.
Lance Williams will be shooting at the line. 2 shots.
Very aggressive game. Both of these two teams battling against each other. Gold Rush has been playing excellent. Especially Jeremy Lindsay. Been playing with just pure energy and aggression, being able to get his shots in. Being able to lead again for this team, having 1/3 of their points, having 25 and only 1 foul in this game so far. Passes over. Ewing fouls Kemp as he jumps over. Kemp tries to go up for the shot and able to draw the foul.
Goes against number 12, Jaquan Ewing. His 4th.
Jaquan Ewing
Team foul. Kemp shooting.
gets his 3rd foul.
Sub is in.
Chris Ward
Chris Ward.
now coming into the game. 6'9" forward from Bronx, New York. Kemp bounces the ball in. LSUA now trying to play tight defense in the backcourt. Lindsay trying to find somebody open. Is able to get out the backcourt. Pulls up for 3. TJ Jones banks it. 9 points for TJ Jones. Long three for Nat. Off the rim as TJ Jones gets the rebound. Kemp tries to strip it away. Jones pulls up for 2. Off the rim. Nat is able to get the rebound for the Generals. Passes it out to Perry. Pulls up for 2. Hard shot. Foul gets called against the Generals. Number 24, Cedric Curry.
Number 4, Nat is assessed with the foul. His 4th personal foul. 8 team foul.
Excuse me. Cashy Nag got called for the foul.
It'll be 1-1 for the Gold Rush.
Both teams in the bonus. Now Xavier gets to shoot. Up by 17. The score is 69-52. Number 23, JT Curry, now checking into the game for the Generals.
Jeremy Lindsay at the line for your Gold Rush.
Refs talking to Lindsay. So he tried the shot. Refs for this evening, Carl Alexander, Morgan Kilpatrick, and Luis Aldana. Lance Williams now at the line. Gonna shoot. Six and a half minutes to go in this matchup. Xavier has a commanding lead, 17 over the Generals. Isaiah Howard. Blocking foul gets called against Lance Williams.
It's against the Gold Rush, number 23, Lance Williams.
Both teams playing aggressively. Refs just drawing fouls on both sides.
Howard shooting.
Isaiah Howard able to shoot for 2, misses the first. Second shot goes in.
Timeout on the court.
Timeout gets called
Generals.
for the Generals. Down by 16, score 69-53 in this second half. Corey Wells inbounding for the Gold Rush. Passes it in to Chris Ward. Ward getting defended by Dishmond.
And the foul goes against number 3 of the Generals.
Foul gets called against Dishmond of the LSU-A Generals. Going back and forth at this point in the game.
Will be shooting for your Gold Rush. He'll be shooting 1-and-1.
Chris Ward gets one shot. Misses the shot. Howard gets the rebound. Pass it over to Allen, who goes to the corner. Curry trying to go up. Foul gets called
That foul goes against the Gold Rush.
against the Gold Rush.
His 4th personal foul.
Both teams in this game
For the Generals.
in total,
Curry, J.
LSU-A has 19 total fouls to Xavier's 20. Both teams have been in the bonus for most of the second half, as well as almost the first.
Returns into the lineup for the Generals.
Xavier still up by 15. JT Curry takes his shot. Lance Williams has the ball, getting defended. Lindsey with the ball. Howard trying to stay on him. No shot made as foul was called against the Generals.
Against number 12, Kemp. His first personal foul, team foul number 10. At the line for your Gold Rush, Jeremy Lindsey, 2 shots. Sub is in, number 25 for the Generals.
Sub in for the Generals. Jeremy Lindsey still at the line to shoot. Misses the shot. Gold Rush up by 16. Trying to get around. Pulls up. JT Curry and makes the shot. Trying to get open. Williams gets heavily guarded by Isaiah Howard, who's just playing relentless defense. Corey Wells gets triple teamed. Lindsey open. Trying to go inside. Gets defended by Allen. Has to go back up. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Williams trying to push past. Goes inside. Pulls up for 2. Makes it. Long 3 from Allen. Bounces off the rim. Foul gets called. Corey Wells falls again. Checking that left wrist, which he injured earlier in this game when he got fouled trying to go to take a layup.
25 of the Generals. His second personal.
Trying to shake the paint off of his hand before he goes to the line to shoot.
Corey Wells shooting at the line.
Cashy Nat now at the table to check into the game. Wells able to take the first shot. Nash now coming in for Kemp.
Nat, 1 shot. Corey Wells.
Goes off the rim. Less than 5 minutes to go in this match. Xavier seems like they're very much going to stay in the lead. However, LSU won't go away as they continue to play dominantly. Nat pulls up for 3. Off the rim. Ball goes to the Gold Rush. TJ Jones backs off, get the ball back.
Sub is in for the Generals, number 12. Kemp returns. Gold Rush ball.
TJ Jones gets the ball inbounded from Lindsay, passes it over to Wells, who pulls back for two. Off the rim, Kemp gets the rebound, passing it over to J.D. Allen. Back over to Kemp, who gets fouled by Caleb Huggins. As Grant Kemp slips to the ground, Huggins gets called for a third foul. Convocation is not happy. Kemp misses his first shot. Convocation trying to apply pressure to Kemp. Makes the second. Lindsay gets it turned over. J.D. Allen is able to get the pass from him.
No basket, foul on the play.
Another foul called against Caleb Huggins. That'll be his fourth. Dishman. Jaquan Ewing now comes in for Caleb Huggins. Dishman, who's going to take his second shot. Gold Rush take a timeout. Less than 4 minutes to go. Leading by 15 as the Gold Rush hold onto this lead. Both teams now back on the court.
Shooting at the line. For the Generals, number 3, Dishman.
Dishman now shooting as number 25 for the Generals. Riar now comes back onto the court. Dishman taking his shot. Makes it. Trying to close this gap. Down by 14. Less than 4 minutes to go. Gold Rush trying to stay aggressive. Goes to the corner for Lindsay. Passes it down low for Wells, who tries to push past. Foul called against Corey Wells as he tries to drive inside. Grant Kemp is able to draw the foul. Corey Wells now has 5 fouls.
That's 5 fouls on Corey Wells, ladies and gentlemen. Get up. Corey Wells.
Corey Dunning now checking into the match for Corey Wells. LSU not going away, as Wells had now fouled out of the game. Going up, not able to get it. Fighting for the rebound. Howard still going hard, floats it and gets it in. Closing the lead to 12. Wells had 10 points. It was their 3rd top scorer for the Gold Rush. LSU trying to find any way to come back into this game, trying to draw the fouls to get the players on the Gold Rush to foul out. Fighting for the ball, LSU gets it back. Isaiah Howard playing relentlessly this entire second half, trying to keep his team in the game. Nat able to get inside from the pass. Now within 10. LSU is back in the game with less than 3 minutes to go. TJ Jones trying to keep the Gold Rush together, trying to fight to stay aggressive and score. Passes it to Corey Dunning, who goes up, gets fouled.
The foul is on number 3, Dishman, his 2nd personal. At the line for the Gold Rush.
Corey Dunning will now shoot for 2. First shot goes off the rim. Second shot goes off. Dishman able to get the rebound. LSU still within 10. Foul called. Called against TJ Jones. That'll be his 2nd personal foul for the game, as Isaiah Howard now goes to the line. Ball bounces in off the rim. LSU now within 9 points with 2.5 minutes to go in this second half. 8 points. Tracy Steele, number 0, checking into the match. Trying to play hard defense in the backcourt. Ball goes out of bounds, but goes back to the Gold Rush. Tracy Steele backed off to let Jason Perry try to get the turnover. Ewing getting defended by Dishman. Getting fouled. Dishman grabbed Ewing.
Foul goes against number 3, Dishman, his 3rd personal.
That'll be 3rd personal foul for Dishman. Ewing now is able to go to the line. Bounces off the rim. Second one goes in. Xavier now back up by 9.
Number 25, Kenyon.
Corey Dunning now checking back into the match for the Gold Rush. Howard passing it over. Loses the ball. Nat trying to drive past Dunning. Loses hand of the ball. Howard trying to find an opening. Passes it to Allen. Lindsay trying to play tight defense. Goes back up the net. Spins around. And gets it in as the basket counts. Foul gets called on Corey Dunning. Nat gets and 1.
One shot, number 4, shooting at the
Gets
line.
1 shot on the line. Tracy Steele now comes back into the game. LSUA now within 7. Less than 2 minutes to go. Makes it. Team now within 6. Checking into the game, Justice Kelly, 6'6" junior from Hammond, Louisiana. LSUA did not let up. This team continues to be relentless in these last 2 minutes. Now with the chance, Tracy Steele going up, gets fouled. Convocation Center not happy with the foul that Dishman committed against Tracy Steele. Now the refs are discussing.
And the foul goes against
4th foul against Dishman.
the Generals. Dishman
Tracy Steele gets to shoot for 2.
Shooting at the line for your Gold Rush will be Tracy Steele. 2 shots.
Tracy Steele trying to keep this lead for the Gold Rush.
2 shots. Now 1 shot.
1 more shot for Tracy Steele. Xavier now in the lead, had a very comfortable lead of almost 20 points earlier in this second half, now down to 7.
Foul is in for your Gold Rush. Chris Ward, number 20, now on the lineup.
Chris Ward now coming back into the game. Less than 2 minutes to go. Isaiah Howard, the driving force for LSUA, very much being able to keep the energy. Him and Kate makes a 3. J.D. Allen. Again, J.D. Allen is number 2 in the conference with 17.7 points per game. He was definitely not a person you want to count out. Now they're in within 4 points in this second half. Lindsay with the ball. Whistle has been blown by one of the refs. Delay of game called against Cashy Nat. Refs are calling absolutely everything in this game. With 1 minute and 37 seconds to go, Xavier Gold Rush is leading by 4. Score 75.
The coach from the Generals, TJ Jones, will be shooting.
Coach DeMario Jackson gets called for a technical foul. TJ Jones gets to take a shot. Makes it. TJ Jones now has 10 points. Lindsay trying to inbound the ball. Jones gets it stolen. Tries to go up and lays it in. Jason Perry is able to get the ball away from Jones. LSUA is now within 3. Jones trying to drive the ball. J.D. Allen is playing tight defense against Jones, trying to get around. Jones cannot get past. 10 seconds on the clock. Tracy Steele pushes it back out to Lance, who shoots for 3. Off the rim. Goes off the foot of Isaiah Howard, who goes to the corner. Takes a 3. J.D. Allen and banks it. Tie game with less than a minute to go. 48 seconds tied, 76-76. LSUA is definitely back in this game, and the Convocation Center is fired up. Everyone is standing to their feet. TJ Jones has control of the ball. 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Lance Williams trying to get around. Has to put the ball in. TJ, 5 seconds to go. Puts it up. Misses it, gets a rebound. Nat goes in, 16 seconds to go. Can't draw the foul. Gold Rush gets the ball. Gold Rush. Xavier calls a timeout. 14.4 seconds to go. Score is now tied up 76-76 in regulation here in this second half. If no one manages to score, we're going to have to go into overtime. LSUA had been hanging on the entire game. Coach A.J. Williams did not want the Gold Rush to let up. J.D. Allen kept his team alive with that three-pointer. Everyone is standing to their feet right now, anxious about what is going to happen after this timeout. Cashy Nat has 18 points for LSUA, and J.D. Allen now has 17. Cashy Nat does have 4 fouls, and J.D. Allen has 3 with 14 seconds to go. They're going to trying to fight as much as they can. Gold Rush trying to keep their heads on them. LSUA has lit a fire under themselves coming back in this last possession. 14 seconds left on the clock. We're trying to see everyone getting fired up, getting antsy, starting to stand to their feet. Jeremy Lindsay has to be careful with this ball, because if LSUA manages to steal the ball, Tracy Steele has it. Gets knocked away by Tracy Steele. Goes in. Lance Williams is driving. Gets it away. Pulls up for 3. Misses it. Airballed. Time runs out, and LSUA manages to get the ball and take the win. The clock is at 0. Everyone in the Convocation Center is in shock right now. LSUA did not stop. Able to get the ball tipped off the hands of Tracy Steele, taken away. Cassie Nat was able to get the defensive rebound and put the ball up to score. As LSUA won by 2, score 78-76 here at home against the Gold Rush. LSUA Generals, women's and men's, take a dub here at the Convocation Center. Some stats for this evening. Jeremy Lindsay left for the Gold Rush with 26 points, shooting 8 for 12. Lance Williams followed with 21 points, shooting at 7 for 12. TJ Jones and Corey Wells, respectively, both had 10 points. Cassie Nat had 20 points to lead LSUA this evening. Cassie Nat did not stop fighting. LSUA as a team stayed together to fight back against the Gold Rush, no matter, even if they were down by 18 points, able to bring it back. J.D. Allen was able to come up also with 17 points. He was key with his three-pointers. He went 3 for 8 at the three-point line this evening, having the most 3 points on his team, especially with that three-point shot that he had to tie it up, 76-76. Lastly, Dishman and Perry both respectively had 9 points going into this evening. Both teams were in the bonus most of the time. Xavier had 25 fouls to LSUA's 24. From the bench points, LSUA had 28 bench points this evening, being the more well-rounded team. Xavier was shooting better from their field goal, 22-51. But the free throws is where it really counted with LSUA, especially points off of turnovers, where LSUA was able to get 21 to the Gold Rush 18. As we clear the Convocation Center, both teams have now gone back to the locker room. Thank you for watching this exciting game. LSUA was able to pull off an amazing comeback. We'll be here back in the Convocation Center on Saturday, so tune in then. I have been your student broadcaster, Zora Thomas, and have a good evening.